Hi.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. I'm
Absolutely.
Kate, the Dream Detective, and this is our series on refresh. And joining me this morning is
Valerie from Illumination
Valerie.
Portal. Thank you for having me, Kate. I appreciate
Oh,
you.
absolutely. I love having you here. And today we wanted to take a look at home, at what
Mhm.
is your sacred home.
Yeah.
And so I think we'll start out with just an intention prayer and
Oh,
we'll get us centered in the right place.
yes,
So, Val, you have a prayer for us too.
I do. All right. So, welcome home. This is our welcome home video in the refresh series. We're going to start with this prayer. Please take a few deep breaths. Get yourself grounded to Mother Earth, connected to heaven or higher self, whatever you like to call it. And imagine we're surrounded in a gold bubble of sparkly, transparent, healing love light. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, higher self, guides, guardians, angels, dragons, and elementals for supporting us in the highest vibration of unconditional love, peace, and harmony. Thank you for guiding us to our highest potential of love. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you.
So I wanted to just do a brief explanation for me of how we got to this place. So I believe that we all come from love, and that love, from the love, we come into life. And in given the gift of life, we have a support system that involves all kinds of wonderful elements. It involves our angels, it involves our guides, it involves our ancestors and our loved ones, but it also involves a sacred space. So I think what we need to do is just explain what that is for everyone. Val, can you explain what your sacred space looks like?
Yeah. Well, is it okay if I describe how we get to a sacred space? And
Sure, of
then,
course.
and today, just know that the universe, God, Source, is giving us a big hug and is here, right here with us, as always. So, I think when we incarnate into a body, we are, especially on the third dimension of Earth, where we've been for the last goodness knows how many lifetimes, right? We forget that we're connected to uh, God, Source, the universe, creator of all that is, whatever name you want to say for the consciousness that is love, unconditional love that keeps us connected. We have to remember we're an eternal soul in a human body for a temporary amount of time, and we change form in each incarnation. But we come here, we don't remember any of that. We don't know that. We have no idea.
Right.
So we wake up, or we start to wake up, and we realize, or we ask questions like, why am I here? How did I get here? What is going on? There's got to be something more to this. All these things, I'm sure all of us said, because we're all here as and let me say thank you to our spiritual community of friends that come and visit with us and understand what we're what we're trying to convey. But even for those who don't understand, uh, the main point is to remember you are a spark of the divine in every moment, and we're connected. We have this, we can't see it. It's this golden cord that we're always tethered to, that higher consciousness of love. Now, when you are looking for your sacred space, and we're trying to explain it in a way that's simple. These things happen to both Kate and I, in deep meditation. We were grounded, we were meditating, we were connected in our hearts. And our hearts, our higher self, is that's where your higher self lives, is in your heart.
Right.
All of a sudden, just started. I was on this. I don't even know what I should call it. It's this vast. It's a big, like oval, golden circle. Well, golden circle that's floating through space. Because it's going to sound strange, but I think we all have the same sacred space we go to, and it seems to be encircling it. I don't even really see the earth, but it's circling somewhere, and all this gold sparkly light just comes off of it, comes out of it. And I have a lot of dragons with me. I have a lot of my guides and guardians, but dragons are a big thing with me, and they are surrounding my ship, for a better word. I always feel protected and loved when I call in the dragons, and they're always with me. And there's some that sit on this huge, it's like an open platform, but I can create it. Like if today I wanted to put, say, a castle on there, I could. If I wanted a crystal castle, I could do that. It's just my imagination, right? Making it up. But that the actual space I found myself in just started to appear to me. Like it was in association with my higher self, my soul, my guides, mother, father, God. And it just started. So now anytime I need to, or I go into meditation, or I need a minute, I can just see it. I can see that space and be in that space and create from that space. Send love. That's usually all I'm doing, is sending love and healing with that sparkly gold light.
Mhm.
I'd say the most important thing, though, to understand is that when we're in our everyday uh, bodies doing everyday things here, we don't realize that there's this space, there's this higher vibrational space that we can enter and go into. And once I did realize that, I could do anything there. And I'm at peace there, and I'm protected and loved there.
Mhm.
So tell me about your space. I'm going on.
No, I love it. I love it. It's a great description, Belle. So my experience was also through a guided meditation, and um, it was in a set of classes that I was taking where we had an opportunity to create our sacred space. It's also called center of head. So on my sacred space, I have a huge, like, meteorite, I think because it's slick and it's huge and but it's steady, it's not moving, it's in the galaxy. There are no walls in my space, it's just the stars. I can see all the stars and all the planets, and I'm there with my animal. Like you have dragons, I had a panther. I have a black panther, and he lays at my feet. He's right there by my side.
Mhm.
And within that space, I have had experiences where needing to heal a past wound from a child experience from when I was a child, and was able to be in that sacred place where the small me met the big me, the the higher self. The small me walked toward the bigger me, and with the bigger me, arms outstretched, we hugged each other. I don't know how else to say that except there was this beautiful hug, and at the point of understanding, the baby or the child me melted into the bigger me, and we became one. And it was a beautiful experience. It felt very healing. I know that it changed me at that point. I know I was ready to allow the little one to become the big one. That it was time to have that experience of understanding from a distance, or from, from a place of non-judgment and only love and protection and safety. And that's where I saw her, coming onto the asteroid.
Mhm. Yes,
Yeah, asteroid.
it's so
And
cool because
it,
and it's it is your higher self. All I see is sparkly. My higher self is sparkly. She's just sparkles. So
right,
the sparkles I felt comfortable with because I knew that that being, even though I can't see a figure,
right,
so and this is the thing about how we all each receive information. We receive it so differently. And some of us are more visual, some of us have feeling knowing, some of us hear. But yeah, I knew that that was sparkly with me, and I was guided, guarded, and protected
yeah,
in all moments.
yeah. It's a really amazing place, and that's our hope for today, that we can, help those that don't under or don't have a sacred space to be able to create their space, so
Yeah.
that they also have this inner place they can go that can't be heard or touched, it's personal, it's private, it's exactly what you want it to be. And we'll be doing a meditation on that a little bit later. Is this a good time for me to go ahead and read from John O'Donohue for
Yeah.
those who are like going, "What are you talking about?" So I'm going to go ahead and read. I have paraphrased this from the author John O'Donohue. Each one of us is alone in the world. It takes great courage to meet the full force of your aloneness.
Mhm.
Most of the activity in society is subconsciously designed to quell the voice that is crying in the wilderness within you. The mystic Thomas Kempis said that when you go out into the world, you return having lost some of yourself.
Mhm.
Until you learn to inhabit your aloneness, the lonely distraction and noise of society will seduce you into a false belonging, with which you will only become empty and weary. When you face your aloneness, something begins to happen. Gradually, the sense of bleakness changes into a sense of true belonging, to come into rhythm with your own individuality. In a sense, this is the endless task of finding your true home within your life. It's not narcissistic, for as soon as you rest in the house of your own heart, doors and windows begin to open outwards to the world. No longer on the run from your aloneness, your connections with others become real and creative. You no longer need affirmation from others or from projects outside yourself. And I love that he is able to describe this
Mhm.
in a way that is thorough and soft and gentle, and yet really explains how the world wants us to be one way, but inside we keep going, well, wait a minute, that doesn't resonate with who I am. That doesn't fit me. And how do I get back to the place that is me, instead of what society or friends or family or bosses or others want me to be? And I just love that. What did you think of it, Valerie?
I agree. I love it too. It brought tears to my eyes because I remember feeling like that. Like I was lost. Like where am I here? What's going on?
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
over time, and of course, working on yourself and asking those big questions, why am I here, etc. These your higher self starts giving you these answers to go go check this out, do this, try this meditation, and it brings you and when you find that place, so when that actually occurred for me where I was in my excuse me, sorry,
That's okay.
I was in my heart and I was in that meditation, and all of a sudden this whole space is being created in front of me. I, I was blown away. I was so grateful that I finally found the space, and it is in our hearts. I think, because you go into your heart to connect with your higher self, and then the next thing you know, it's your mind consciousness is visualizing this thing is unfolding.
Right.
And it was just I don't know what day it was, I don't know when it happened, but I remember when it happened. I mean, I go there all the time now, and I'm safe and loved and cared for.
Mhm.
It's beautiful, really
It's
is beautiful.
it's really, really amazing that having this space within your reality softens whatever else is going on.
Mhm,
So there can be a a tornado happening. There can be a fear or a worry, a concern, and by being in that space within the experience, there's a softening to it because you can understand that this is all part of the universe's plan. This is all part of what is happening. We have a choice of how we respond to
mhm,
everything in every circumstance that comes into our lives.
mhm.
And when you have a place where you can go where it's safe and you feel at home and you feel comforted and loved, it always adds a sense of assurance and um, I guess comfort. I keep saying the word comfort, but that to me that is what it is.
Mhm.
A sense that it'll all be all right, even
Yeah.
though you're going through something that is uncomfortable, really hard, or,
Mhm.
in some cases, absolutely devastating. So I hope that I, I would, I would hope that everyone can find their home. We're going to be doing a meditation to help everybody find where that is and what that looks like. My inner sacred space obviously is very different than Valerie's, but they're both equally as important to our day to day. Knowing that it exists, knowing that the connection to source is within that space, knowing that all the lives that we've had and all of those lessons that we've had and all of that um, resource is still locked up in that space. We bring it with us. We know that that is who we are from a spiritual sense. How we look inside the space, what we're wearing, what's around us are all tools and gifts that we bring with us to empower us to be able to get through whatever this human experience is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely. It's very important because we are all in a collective human experience, and each person has their own perception of what's going on. But even
Absolutely.
with even with that said, this is a very intense time to be alive. And when I was first waking up and understanding, and I found that space, that's where I got a lot more of my information and knowings and my abilities, and along with my understanding of this is just pretty much, think of it, and this is going to sound trite in a way, but coming to earth is a very hard school, but at the same time it's a short period of time in the infinite expanse that we are souls for. you
Yes.
know and it's more like going to an amusement park for a soul, almost like. So when you get all these nuggets, because I took all this very seriously, life was very hard, very tough, and the more I would go into my sacred space and talk with my guides and my higher self and source, creator of all that is, and I would understand things at a level that I had no way of getting to that information prior to. So it is so important to
It
find your sacred space.
It is, and like we mentioned, you can go there anytime.
Yeah.
It's not the dream state.
Mhm.
This is different.
Mhm.
This is the even though your dreams are private as well, this is a place where you are watching and you are absorbing and
Yeah.
learning at your speed,
Yeah.
not at the speed of what the angels and guides want to help you with in a dream. So they're very different, although they are both based in love. They both have specific tools and specific purposes
Mhm.
in the journey that we're in. You know, as difficult as life is, we have been given the gift of life.
Yeah.
There is nothing else like this. There is nothing else that is as emotional, as creative, as beautiful as what we have on this planet. Yeah, there's some work to be done. Yeah, we're doing that work.
Mhm.
But as individuals, we need to be able to come back to a place where we feel like we have our energy back, like we have our enough gusto to get through the day, enough energy and creativity to know that there are resources and options available for us in any situation.
Mhm.
And until that till that journey, you know, closes and we return to love again, you know, it's nice to know that there are some spiritual tools along the way to aid us and support us to bring in ease, to bring in a sense of, okay, it's not as intense as I thought it was, to just tone down some of the drama that can happen.
Mhm.
And so the sacred space for me is fairly new, in that most of how I feel spiritually started from a really young age, but this was something that I learned as an adult, and
Mhm.
it's been wonderful to have have an escape place, have a place
Mhm.
that's just my own,
Mhm.
right?
It's important. It's important, especially now during this time on this planet. It's challenging, and if you don't have a place where you go to feel safe and loved and protected, which I remember when I didn't have that, just felt exposed and hurt and
Oh,
beat up,
yeah.
you know? Now I don't it's not that that doesn't happen to me, but it happens to me a lot less frequently than it had before because I can go there in my mind at any moment. And in once I'm there, I'm always given unconditional love and peace, like in those sparkles. And just doing that just brings me back to a centered space.
Mhm.
Mhm. And having empathy and watching other people struggle, and you want to help. You want to say, you know, go to your space or something. But a lot like I said earlier, if you don't know that you can open that door to this space, that higher vibrational existence, I didn't know that. I had no idea that was there until I did it, you know, and I'm just so grateful for it. I'm grateful that because,
Yeah,
oh my goodness,
yeah. It's not quite going to heaven, not but it's your space, right?
right.
It's so personal. It's so true to your heart. So, so beautiful that the imagery, the creativity, the allowing of it to, you know, support you is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I know we have a meditation.
Hmm.
Do you think it's a good time to do the meditation then, Valerie? Shall we invite John to start playing
Yeah,
and do a quick meditation and
yeah,
hopefully it will restore as well as guide you to finding your sacred space.
yeah.
So we'll let John start in. So let's start by becoming comfortable where you are. Close your eyes and relax. Take a slow breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to ask the energy of the earth to come in now. We're bringing in the energy of earth and feeling it warm you as it moves through your feet up to your heart. This is a very slow moving, warm energy. Some people say that it looks green in color. Some people feel that it is more brown or even a mix of the two. But just feel it moving, warming, gentle, soft, coming up through your feet, all the way up to your heart. And now we're going to ask for the cosmic energy from the stars. We're going to ask it to come down from above and sparkle from the top of your head down to your heart. Take a moment to feel that energy. How light, beautiful, tender that cosmic energy is, running through you from the top of your head to your heart. And at your heart, that's where it blends earth with cosmic energy. We'll take a moment just to experience that and feel those two beautiful energies. And now we'll bring in the white light, golden light, to form a safe space around you, around all your energy. This golden light to soften anything that is tense. And as these energies move, they recycle the pieces of your week that have not resonated with who you are. There's no need to label or identify them. No need to go there, but to know that the energy blocks are being removed for you so that your energy can become more fluid. And now we invite our angels and guides to gently walk with us as we discover the home that waits within. So, using your imagination, you're walking along a path. You decide the design. Is your path in grass? Is it in sand? However you want to discover that path is your path. And it's absolutely perfect. You feel safe. You feel comforted. You feel an excitement of exploration. This path is leading you to a door. What does the door look like? Again, this is in your own design. And as you reach out to the door, your hand notices a key in your pocket. And so you take out the key and hold it in your hand. It has an incredible warmth and energy to it. And you're excited as you try it in the door and hear the click as the door unlocks. So you open the door and you cross over the threshold. You see that you are in the most magnificent place. This is a home with all your favorite features. Take a moment, look around, discover what's inside your home. Remember, you are safe. There is only a sense of peace and harmony there. Perhaps you have been there before. Relax in this perfect place. And now I'm going to say a few affirmations that you can repeat if you want. I am powerful. I am owning my own space. I am the commander of my life. I am a sovereign being of pure love. Let these words spark the magic in you and feel how very loved you are. And now you know your home, your sacred, spiritual place, right there inside you. You can visit anytime. And so now feel the key in your pocket. As we leave for now, put the key back in the lock and lock the door. Come back along your path. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Sometimes it takes a little extra wiggling after a meditation. Your own resonance and your own vibration have shifted. So I really encourage everyone to drink a lot of water today, to realize that whatever was stressful in the week has now dissipated or is being dissipated and being healed for you. So wiggle your toes and yawn. It's always a good experience. I want to thank John for the music during the meditation. He's a creative soul. It's not written down. So whatever was coming out of the keyboard is spirit, moving his hands and touching his heart. So I'm so delighted that we get to share that together.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any comment about the meditation, Val?
It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little journey I went on, And again, like I went to the space I see, but I add things, like certain things will come to me in moments. And that's the beautiful part of it. You can add anything that's beautiful to you, that means something to your heart,
Absolutely.
Any
we're gifted with those kinds of creative energies, with those abilities to create our own environment where we are true to ourselves, where it isn't influenced by anyone else, and to own it and to have it, and to know that we are powerful beings, to know that we are strong and creative and so very loved. There's so much to explore as far as the gifts of spirit. There's so much.
I mean, spirit just constantly surprises us.
Yes.
And the more you are on this path and the more you find yourself in those higher vibrations more often than not, it's just amazing the things that come to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The peace that comes over you. Instead of living in fear and regret and pain, I live in peace.
Yes.
And harmony. And that, that's all spirit.
Absolutely. Yes. And that is the part that is the hardest to explain to someone, because it is an experience that needs to be experienced.
Yeah.
It all sounds so simple. Well, you lean into love. Well, you accept, you believe, you move, and it sounds so simple, because it really is. Because it really is, to take that first step and trust that all of this exists for us, for our own beautiful experience, for connecting with each other, for allowing to have energy and love flow between each other, to lift each other up, when things are complicated, and options feel like they're not available. It's a beautiful, beautiful existence, even with all its, I don't know, mucky mucks.
Always nothing much, isn't there, though? And it's the truth, though. What you said, it's trusting in the universe, trusting in having faith. It does sound simple, and it is simple, but that's the hardest part. It's coming to a place of trusting and believing and having faith in what it is that you constantly are receiving.
Right.
And and once you, it's like a trust fall. Right? You leave these trust falls with the universe.
We
And,
lean back. Yeah. Yes. That is with the universe.
yeah,
Yes.
and once you
Yeah.
do, then you see, wow, I not only feel better, I actually see things in a more harmonious light. I think, I feel things, I see things, and it just builds on itself. But you got to
Right.
keep having those trust falls to do it. So,
Well, and what's really fascinating too is that once you experience that peace, once you experience what it feels like to be completely loved,
mm,
absolutely loved, that
mhm,
there isn't anything wrong with you. You are perfect. You
yes,
are perfect. You are as perfect as the planets and the stars and the birds and the animals. You are perfect. You are a perfect creation and a beautiful, loved being. It's absolutely phenomenal to me that someone would say, "Oh, I don't think so," because accepting and moving with it and allowing that love to come in is such a
mhm,
beautiful thing. It is
mhm.
life changing.
It
It's
is.
just amazing. It's so exciting. The
It really is, and it's here for us. But a lot of us have had a lot of our society, a lot of the stuff we go through in the 3D has blocked us
Yeah.
from from going into our heart
Right.
and understanding things. But that you can even see and feel that energy is lifting. We're in a different space now,
Right.
and we
It's
have
shifted.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It changes.
yeah,
It changes the trajectory, and it
exactly.
makes it so much more smooth and so much more of an exploration and an adventure rather than a burden.
Right.
And I want to thank you, Rhonda, for your comment about a way to start the day.
Mm,
That's the whole purpose of Refresh. I want
yeah,
to give back to everyone because I know you're putting out so much.
yeah.
So restore yourself, refresh yourself, feel empowered, and know that you are loved. And I think this is probably a good time to mention what our next show is about. And
Yeah.
do you want to spill the beans on that?
Well, no, you go ahead because I think it's really cool the way you said it. It was really good.
It is cool. So
Hmm.
Valerie and I have had experiences where we ask our guides to tell us the names of our angels.
Hmm.
And we want to share that with you.
Hmm.
We want to have a broadcast where we invite you to join us and we will connect with your angels and ask them to share their names, reveal their names to you, as well as any kind of superpower.
Right.
What's your hidden superpower? So, if you don't mind sharing that with us and coming with us for our next refresh, it's about naming or here. How do I say that? Finding out the names of your angels.
Angels and guides can come in, this is really important. If for us to do this, we have to be asked by you. So if you're at the next broadcast, please say yes. I would like to know, or you know, don't. don't say anything if you don't want to be involved, because it's, that's kind of one of the first rules of spirituality and guides, guardians, and talking, psychic abilities, is you need the permission from the person to
Yes.
look into their energy field. And
Permission, it's really important
mhm,
because of free will and because we want to honor the sacredness that you are.
yeah,
We want to celebrate with you. And if knowing the names of your angels brings you that much closer to the whole experience of all the love that's waiting for you, we want to help you find that and enjoy that. I
yeah,
have a list by my computer where every morning I say good morning to them. And the day just starts out fabulous and it just keeps getting better throughout the day because I know that they are connected with me and I know that they are helping guide me and move things and blowing car accidents out of the way and keeping the power on. So,
right. I mean,
you
Rhonda
know,
is absolutely correct. This is the way to start your day. Before I even get out of bed, I make sure I'm grounded to Mother Earth, connected to my higher self, and I'm just in so much gratitude that I have another day, another experience to experience more experiences and to be loved.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely. I'm grateful for you, Valerie, for bringing your energy to this, refresh, to sharing the ideas of how we can share for others, to include them, bring them along so that they can have a sense of belonging in their own sacred homes. I'm just really excited that we did this today.
I am too. Once you know that you have that space, it's life changing. It really was it was life changing for me.
Hmm.
And I
I
know for you.
Yes. Well, it added that extra level of peace, of understanding and serenity. So I am so grateful to have had it as well. And I'm really looking forward to sharing angel names.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are thinking of doing an evening show. So we're not sure which day. It could be next Friday, a Friday night show, where we explore angel names for
Mm.
anyone that wants to know. And, and
I think we said Friday at 9. We're pretty sure 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It would be 6
right,
p.m.
6 o'clock Pacific.
Pacific
For
Standard.
those of us on the West Coast that are wanting to sleep in. So I guess we can say thank you for being with us, everyone that joined us today, everyone that's looking at this. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you're here with us. And
Say hi
the
to
whole,
everybody.
yeah, we should say hi. You want to say hi?
Yes. Thank you all for coming.
Absolutely.
Carolyn. We have Ron DQ, Sharon Stipe. You guys are awesome being up this.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. It's early. So as you go throughout your day today, I hope that you have many, many happy moments of delight. Enjoy your day, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Love and blessings, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.